Beautiful and durable tile and stone installations are a combination of high quality materials and workmanship. The purpose of this instructional video is to demonstrate the correct use of the laticrete system for screeding and tile and stone fixing. After ensuring that the substrate is free from dust or loose or weakly adhered material, it must be wetted if it is porous or dry. Levels should be established at the correct thickness either side of the area to be screeded. The screed is made by adding laticrete 226 powder to 3701 liquid and mixing thoroughly until the desired consistency is achieved. The screed should be levelled using a straight edge between the guides and then finished with a wood or plastic float. After ensuring that the substrate is free from dust and loose or weakly adhered material, it should be wetted if it is porous or dry. Tiles are applied with a thin set adhesive made from laticrete 211 powder added to 4237 liquid and mixed to a creamy consistency. For uneven substrates, laticrete 4237 may be mixed with render grade 226 to make a medium bed adhesive. For medium-sized tiles, the adhesive is combed using a 6x6mm notch trowel. The back of the tile should also be cleaned. It is not necessary to soak the tiles using the laticrete system. Back buttering is recommended for tiles 300x300mm or greater, in addition to beating in and twisting and sliding the tiles. Tiles should be lifted occasionally to ensure full coverage. Before the adhesive has hardened, any excess should be removed from the joints. The grout is made from laticrete sanded grout mixed with 1776. For joints less than 3mm wide, laticrete unsanded grout mixed with 1776 should be used. Once the adhesive has hardened, usually in 3 to 4 hours, the joints can then be grouted, with excess grout removed by drawing a rubber face float diagonally across the joints. After the initial set, usually around 30 minutes, any remaining grout can be polished off with a damp cloth. Any remaining haze can be polished off the following day. After ensuring that the substrate is free from dust and loose or weakly adhered material, it should be wetted if it is porous or dry. The screed is made by adding laticrete 3701 liquid to 226 powder and mixing to a semi-dry or damp earth consistency, such that when squeezed in the hand, the mortar forms a solid ball. A slurry bond coat, made from laticrete 211 and 3701, is first applied to the substrate. The screed mortar must be applied while this is still wet. The screed should be thoroughly compacted and levelled before finishing with a wood or plastic float. For unbonded applications, a plastic slip membrane is first laid over the substrate. The screed is made by adding laticrete 3701 liquid to 226 powder and mixing to a semi-dry or damp earth consistency. crack resistance and strength, reinforcing mesh is laid midway through the screed. A lip should be formed to provide a key for adjacent bays. Using a straight edge to compact and level the screed, the finish is applied using a wood or plastic float. Tiling can take place before the bonded or unbonded semi-dry screed sets. The tiles should be bedded into a wet Laticrete 3701-211 slurry bond coat applied directly to the screed. Tiles should be lifted occasionally to ensure full compaction. The grout is made from Laticrete sanded grout mixed with 1776. For joints less than 3 mm wide, Laticrete unsanded grout mixed with 1776 should be used. The joints can immediately be grouted with excess grout removed by drawing a rubber face float diagonally across the joints. After the initial set, usually around 30 minutes, any remaining grout can be polished off with a damp cloth. Any remaining haze can be polished off the following day. The Laticrete system has been producing durable tile installations since 1956. By following the methods described in this instructional video, you will achieve the same long-lasting results.